Hey friends, how are you doing? Welcome back to my channel. I'm Jenny and I'm happy to have you here today. So I was thinking about, today I was busy in my mind like always. So I thought about, you know, 10 ways I could share with you, ways you can implement in your life to drastically change yourself or change your life in the long run. So I came up with 10 habits that you can practice on a day to day to change your life. Changing your life is not an easy thing. Matter of fact, changing your life is hard. Learning how to change, on the other hand, is simpler. But actually getting to do the changes, we all don't like change. We don't like change. We don't like change even though it's, let me say if you're given a transfer to a place that you don't really like to stay, but it's so hard to adapt to that lifestyle. You know what I mean? So changing your life is not easy, but you can drastically implement a few things that you want to change about yourself, a few habits that you can implement on a day-to-day in your life to actually help you get onto that journey. So I came up with 10 things, habits that you can implement. I've tried to implement some of these things and I'm seeing my life changing. So I wanted to share with you 10 habits that you can change your life for the better. This is 2021 and we want to improve, want to grow. We want to change something about ourselves. But it's not easy because change is something that we hate. Change is something that we don't get used to easily. But if you implement some of these things I'm going to be sharing with you today, you can be on a journey to improve your life and change your lifestyle. One is decide in your heart to change your life, whether hell or deep waters, whether challenges, but decide in your life to say, you know what? I'm going to just implement something today. It could be waking up an hour earlier than the usual, and you say, I'm going to focus this 1 hour on myself. It could be, you start coming up with routines in your life that can help you. So it could be waking up and praying and maybe reading a book or exercising, but something to change. You decide, you take a decision, a step forward, and actually go for it. So that's point number one. If you decide in your heart, definitely you're going to change your life. Then the second one is practicing stepping out of your comfort zone and embracing the discomfort. It's not easy. We don't like being pushed out of our comfort zone. I don't. I don't know if you do, but I actually don't like being pushed out of my comfort zone. But deciding to push yourself out of your comfort zone. Like during this COVID time, my comfort zone has been sleeping in more. Like I'm not a sleepy person, but I like to sleep in. I get to sleep in more. So I've been waking up like at 11, 10, and I realized like that's not the life I want to take for myself. And actually yesterday I was talking to a friend of mine, Barbara, and you know what, talking about it, I'm like, sometimes I wake up late, I end up having meals late, having breakfast at 1 because I actually woke up late. But instead, if you actually push yourself out of your comfort zone and say, let me push in. If I've been waking up at 11, how about I start waking up at 10? How about I start waking up at 10:30? Just a little bit of drastic, getting yourself out of your comfort zone. Then you are on your way to success. You are on your way to changing your life, because the small little details, the small little steps that we take on a daily build up a habit build up disciplines, our disciplines become our routines and our lifestyle. So point number 2 is practicing getting yourself out of your comfort zone. Then the third point is identify the things in your life that you want to change. You cannot just wake up and say, I want to change my life. What are you actually changing? So sitting down and actually getting zeroed down to the things that you want to change about your life is very important. Identify those areas. For me, it was like well-being, like I wanted to change how I look on the outward, and that required me to to do some exercising. I've always loved exercise, but it's not something that I consistently do. I can have a season where I'm up to it, I'm exercising on a daily, and then I can have season where, like, I'm not exercising at all and I don't like how I feel. It's not just about the outward appearance, but also the inside. You don't feel your best, you don't feel healthy. So I said, you know what, I got to change this lifestyle. This is not my life I want to walk down on. This is not what I want to do. Because the thing is, when I started waking up late, time was moving so fast. I was not getting many things done. I would end the day drowsing through the day, on TV, watching all sorts of TV shows, and before you know it, the day is over. But that's not a productive day. That's not who I am. I like to get busy. I like to get, working, to get some things going. So I started to implement some things. I sat down and I said, I want to change how I look. I want to change how I feel. I want to read more because I love to read. I want to be able to get to read more of many self-helps. All sorts of books you like to read. I personally like self-help, and friction, a bit of friction in there, but self-help mostly. I want to learn as much as I can. I want to be able to to spend more time during my research for my content. I want to give it more ample time. So I thought, if I could change a little bit of things, if I could make myself uncomfortable for maybe a few hours in my day, I could get more things done. So I implied that. Then the fourth point is define how you want to transform your life. You define it. What does it look like for you? Everybody's different. It could be, mine could be like, okay, how do I define how I want to change my life? I want to be able to get in like 30 minutes every day of exercise. And it changes. Some days I just want to jump. Some days I want to do toning. Some days I want to just, just do sit-ups. Some days, it's different. And then you just have to define what that looks like for you. If it's, find something that you can easily do. It is easy. It's not something that is going to strain you. It's easy and you can be consistent with, because that's what we want. Consistency is the victory, is the destiny to success. If you're consistent in something, then you are on your way to actually getting what you want. Yeah? Then the fifth point is identify every possible thing that you could prevent you from changing it. Like, identify what are those obstacles that are stopping you from actually changing your life. Once you identify those obstacles, you are more in tune in actually changing, maybe avoiding them. If your obstacle is social media, maybe switching off your social media for a period of time and you focus on your routine. If your obstacle is TV, maybe just turning off your TV and you actually get things done. Identify your obstacle. What are those things limiting you? Is it speaking on phone for so long with people, with friends, a lot of gossiping? Identify those things that are limiting you from becoming your best self. And once you identify them, you're easily going to win at them. And then the other point is choose the significant change or keystone habit to conquer. What is that significant change you can implement and it helps you to conquer? So identify that. What does that look like for you? For me, it was waking up 1 hour earlier than the usual. And it helped me to conquer so many things because I had time to be able to do my morning routine. I had time to be able to organize myself. I had time to actually do so many things. Have some meetings I do on Zoom. So I had time to actually be able to do many of those things because I conquered on time, because time is everything. Once you conquer on time, time was my biggest challenge. So for me, I identified my biggest obstacle was wasting of my time. So I identify how can I be able to, juggle through this time thing and actually get many things done. So, and then the other 7th point is set a SMART goal to help you set your track. You know what SMART is? Specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and time bound. So make sure you have a smart goal that is really realistic, it's measurable, it's time bound. Put a time frame that you want to actually be able to see your success, and that's the only way you're going to be able to win. So for me, it was like, if I can be consistent with my routine now that I'm doing for 21 days, I can most likely be able to sustain it. But in between that, you can still change a few things. You don't have to be so rigid. This is your thing. Make it more fun, make it more applicable, make it more reasonable for you. Let it be something that you can easily do without any strains. Yeah. So once you identify those things, and then the 8th point is, say, prepare the storms. Prepare for those times where they're going to be harder. There are times that will come where it's actually harder to do your goals. So prepare for those times where things are harder for you, and then you can easily be able to win. I'm sorry, there's quite some noise. I think kids are shouting. And then the 9th point is get your friends and family on board. Get people that are going to cheer you up. People that are going to help you to stay consistent, to stay on track. Share with people that that you can be accountable to, that can help you, just in case, so that they help you not to get off board. If you're telling someone, this is what I want to do for myself, this is what I want to achieve in these 6 months, and the only way I can be able to do this is if you support me in this way. If I need time to do my preparations, please give me time. Or I cannot be able to be on social media for this amount of time because I have this thing going on. Just let people know that you're actually on your way to changing your life, and so that they can be able to help you in that way as well. And then the other point that could help you into changing your life is help your future self stick with the program by preparing for tough times. Yeah, that's like what I've shared about. Make sure that you prepare your mind in case obstacles come. How are you ready to fight those obstacles? So find something that can help you to keep track, or that can help you to fight the challenging moments. Find something that you can stick to. Then the second last point, get the people in your life on the side and find ways to mind difficult people. Find ways to mind difficult, because there are people that are really difficult. Cut them off. If you have narcissists, if you have people that are not helping you to attain your goals, distance yourself from them in a more polite way. Just you say, for this period of time, I think I want to, limit my friends, cut down on some of my friends, so that I can be able to attain the goals that I want for myself. Because at the end of the day, you are your own rescue. Nobody is going to rescue, not your parent, not your guardian. No one is going to rescue you but yourself. So once you know that, you will get onto that track of actually doing the thing that you're supposed to do to help you get onto your journey. And then the last point is think long term, be patient, and focus on the progress and not the result. Just focus on the progress, on how far you're achieving. When I saw this, I was like, actually, this is very good. Once I started doing this, when I started planning my day, writing down the things I'm supposed to do for a day, even though I'm at home, getting things done, and just, at the end of the day, seeing the things that I was able to do, just gives me chills. I'm like, yeah, I actually won this day. I'm on my way to success because I won today. I won at today. I won today. I won on my tasks today. I achieved every goal that I wanted to do today. I was able to reach out to this person that I had not talked to in a very long time. I was able to have a very educative time during my reading. I was able to have an amazing conversation with a friend that opened my eyes, that was so, like yesterday I had an amazing conversation with my friend, and she helped me to identify so many things that I didn't know. and so many opportunities all around me that I can use to my advantage to improve my life. And those are the things that you must put into consideration the most than anything. So those were my 10 points that can help you today to improve your life, to go chasing your goals and dreams, to actually achieving them. And I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you picked something today. If you did, share in the comments what was that one point that I shared that actually stood by you, or that actually made sense to you, that you're going to implement in your day-to-day to help you improve and become your best self. Until next time, my friends, stay blessed and stay safe. And if you're new, please make sure you subscribe to our channel if you like this kind of content, so that we can grow. We are on our way. I'm still a very young growing channel, but I have goals for this channel as well. So if you can help me to attain that goal, I'll be more than happy. So stay blessed, stay safe, and take care. Bye.